Hello, good evening.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Just starting in 1 or 2 minutes. Waiting for others if anybody joins in. Huh? So let's start. All the three category of students are together. One is the ACCA knowledge level students. The second is CIMA operational level students. And the third is FMAA IMA students. Reason is simple. All need to study the same thing. Obviously, the exam question pattern is different, but the syllabus content is same. For CIMA, there will be separate classes also. For FMAA also, there will be very few 1 or 2 extra class, but major part will be covered through these classes. For CIMA, extra classes will be starting from December around 28th. The exam will be there in February 10th around, and for CIMA, extra classes will be there from December 28th around. For ACCA and FMAA, the classes will remain this only. The question is that we need to study in simple language accounts, costing, and slightly some part of economics. When I say accounts, if you are a 10th, 11th, 12th students, then those accounts you are studying in 11th and 12th standard. If you have not started your 11th, you will be studying that accounting portion already in 11th and 12th. If you say that you are a 12th pass out student, then definitely if you have not taken science in 11th and 12th standard, some basic accounting you must have studied. I will not say that the costing has been taught so much in 11th and 12th standard. Different boards are there. Nowadays, there is international boards are also there. But in different boards, some costing is there, somewhere less costing is there. Economics is there in most of the 11, 12 syllabus. If we are doing graduation, then in the graduation, these subjects are already there. If somebody, a senior person, have studied graduation, taken a break from study, and then you can say starting study from today again. They studied accounting, costing, management accounting, sometime in life, but they don't able to recollect. If we are saying there are students in the batch, those who have science background, they will say that, sir, we have never studied any accounting, costing or anything because they are from science background. In our classes, we are not assuming anything, any prior knowledge from your side. But when I am saying any prior knowledge, that means don't apply also whatever knowledge you have. I'm not saying whatever knowledge you have is wrong or right. The question is not that. Because whatever you have studied in your 11th, 12th or graduation level, the way we studied those things, we are not appropriate. Reason is simple that the focus was just to prepare and pass the exam. The focus was not there to understand the concept. Even in the schools also, the teachers are becoming carried away. They are not thinking that they are teaching for some knowledge purpose, skill purpose. They are teaching as a formality. I'm not saying everybody, but most of them. Like my son is there in a school in Kolkata, La Martiniere for boys. When I go there, then I found the nature of the teacher. Most of the teachers, I'm not saying everyone, are just for the formality are going to teach. They are not focusing on whether the student is understanding, are they enjoying or not. That focus is already gone. We are studying everything with a focus. I'm not saying I am world's best teacher, but my way of teaching is totally different. Not from books. Whatever is there in the books, practicing questions is obviously essential because we need to pass the exam. But then I don't think so. Study is just solving the questions and preparing for them. That in the exam, the question will come, you do it correct, you get the marks. That's not a study. That's just a monotonous work which we need to just finish. Our job is to understand everything from bottom, from the beginning. So if you have any knowledge of 11th, 12th standard, if you have done graduation, I am not concerned with that at all. My classes are starting from A. If you say that alphabets class, then I will be teaching from A. On the assumption that nobody has studied anything in life, never studied any accounting, any management accounting, any basic economics, no knowledge. This is my assumption in the class. So if you have, very well. If you don't have, then also it's very well. Don't take tension at all. Just that I always say, whenever I am teaching this type of batch, where generally the students are kids. If they are of 11th standard, they have just completed 10th standard, they are still minor. If they have completed 12th standard and they are doing graduation, they are still minor. And if some major persons are there, they are more serious because when you are minor, you don't understand the value of money. And more than money, you don't understand the value of time also. This is my experience. Maybe I'm wrong. That normally these category of students will join classes sometime, will not attend classes many times, will not do the homework because they don't understand the importance of money and time, both the things. They will join the class initially in one or two classes. When they will not study, then they leave the classes. Then maybe in the next batch they will again come. That's the normal story. It's very difficult to tackle this category of students because they are not serious. Maybe they have scored good marks in 10th standard, 80, 90, 95%. Marks is not the thing that you can say that you are a smart person. Smart means consistency, commitment. If you are consistently committed to do the hard work, then only you will be said as a smart person. And I have done in my life only the consistent hard work because I have studied from Hindi medium, and even in 7th class, I was not in a position to say that much English I don't know. That time I didn't know that much English. That my name is Prakash Saraf. I am talking about 7th standard. When I was in the 7th standard, तो मेरे को इतना भी बोलना नहीं आता था. एक सिंपल बात कर रहा हूं कि माई नेम इज प्रकाश सराफ. इंग्लिश की बात कर रहा हूं मैं बिकॉज आई स्टडीड फ्रॉम हिंदी मीडियम गवर्नमेंट स्कूल. 40 रुपीज एनुअल फी नॉट मंथली फी. यू विल से सर वो तो 25-30 साल पहले था, तो क्या 25-30 साल बाद क्या फीस कितना हो गया? वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट दैट्स नॉट द दैट्स गॉन. पास्ट इज गॉन. इफ यू स्टडीड वेरी वेल, very well. If you have not studied, it's gone. Whatever is gone is gone. If it was bad, you can learn from your experience. If it was good, it is also over. Now think about present and future. So since I am saying that I am not concerned with your knowledge, whatever you have, whatever you studied, I will be starting everything from the beginning. You need to be consistent and you need to be hardworking. Consistent in the sense when the classes are there, all the priorities should be given to the classes. Otherwise, what is the purpose of the live class? Whatever I am teaching, the same thing I have taught just now, the batch finished. Again, I am teaching. So why the live class is there? So if you have 4-degree fever, if you have whatever, attend the live class. Maybe you have not done the homework, attend the live class. And always study with the classes. Because a student says that, sir, you take only 2 classes. In the beginning, you will also think only 2 classes. But let me take 4-5 classes, then I will ask you. Then the student will think that why sir is taking 2 classes? Why not it is 1 class only? It is better. So 2 classes are very heavy. It's not your school 40 minutes class, 10 minutes teacher is taking present and absent and all that, and 30 minutes में क्या हुआ नहीं हुआ, it doesn't matter. यहाँ पर the class is very heavy, 2.5-3 hours. When you go in a school or college, the effective study in the school is 3 hours only. So I am there for 3 hours in front of you. And this is live, not recording. So when you will be studying that thing which is taught in the class, you will be taking 3-4 hours on self-study, the same thing which is taught in the class. Then there are some homework assignments given to you. You will be solving them. Then you will be ready for the next class which will start. And if you don't follow this, then you will always lose the rhythm. You will not be able to prepare properly. And these are professional courses. Don't think that in ACCA pass percentage is 60-70% I will pass. In CIMA pass percentage is 50% I will pass. That's not the logic. Because in Indian CA, the number of students who are giving exams, suppose foundation level, I don't remember the exact number, I have not gone recently, but suppose 2 lakh students. 2 lakh students are giving exams for Indian CA foundation level, commerce. Because in India, CA is one of the best course. How many students are giving exams for ACCA knowledge level in the year? I am talking about India. It's a course of 180 countries, but I am talking about India. I don't have this data, but I'm just saying that from my general experience, it cannot be more than 5,000 students. The ACCA knowledge level cannot be more than 5,000 students. You will say that, sir, फिर तो CA बढ़िया है. Sir, यहाँ क्वेश्चन कंपैरिजन नहीं चल रहा है. We are not here sitting here to compare Indian Chartered Accountancy and ACCA. What I am saying that in ACCA, if 5,000 students are giving exams and the result is 50-60%, it is 2,500 students, 3,000 students passing the exams. But in CA, If it is 2 lakh students and the CA foundation results, it's say 5%, it is 5 to 10% only. Then in that case, the total number of students passing the CA foundation is around 10 to 15,000 only. Of 2 lakh, 5% is 10,000 only. Why that the result is very bad, very poor? As I said, those who are 10th and 12th pass out, normally, most of them are not interested in study. Why they are doing the professional course, I don't understand. But they are being forced by their parents or anybody. भाई तुम सीए करो, तुम एसीसीए करो, तुम ये करो, मम्मी पापा इतने दिमाग लगाते हैं and they are taking all the pain. They may be facing financial problems, but they are thinking that my kid, my son or daughter should be getting the best thing. वो अच्छा करे. I'm not saying that कि if we study, then only we will be getting growth in life. There are so many things which we can do. Dancing, singing, so many things, cooking and all that. It's not essential that you should be taking the classes or you should be studying ACCA, CA. Then only you will be able to do something in career. Not like that. There are so many career options are there nowadays. It was earlier also, but nowadays more and more. You can become a cricketer, you can become a footballer, you can become a tennis player, whatever you are, man. There are thousands of fields are there. You can become an IT person, data management, so many things. But follow your passion. Do something which you can do for the whole day, 24 hours, without feeling fatigue and all that, and you are enjoying. If you can find out that thing, you should be doing that thing only. Not a question of ACCA, CA and all that. So when 2 lakh students are giving CA foundation exam, I don't think so. 10 to 15% are serious. 80-85% are doing just nautanki. They are just wasting their time and money. They are not interested in study at all. But why their parents are forcing them to do CA and all that, I don't understand. I will not force my child to do any CA, CMA, ACCA and all that. I have already talked with him. Maybe presently he is interested in cricket. Maybe after some time he may be interested in something else. I am ready. Whatever he want to do, I am ready to finance him. I am ready to do whatever he want to do. No force from my side. भैया कुकिंग करना है, भैया कपड़ा धोना है, भैया हर चीज में भविष्य है. Everything has a future. Just that you need to do some the way nobody else can do. So it's the question of that commitment and consistency. You will say that, sir, I scored in 10th standard 95% marks. अपने pocket में रखिए. Keep it in your pocket. No point saying that. The smartness will come when you follow the consistent hard work. Hard work, I am saying, whenever you all join, whenever you connect, I say only one thing. Regular study of 2.5 hours. Today I am taking the class. Today's study is done with me. So you don't need to do self-study on Thursday. Class है रात को 8 बजे से class करेंगे. Friday I am not there. So Friday you need to study on your own, self-study 2.5 hours. What is the meaning of this self-study? When we are in the class, you should be sitting in a cool environment where nobody is disturbing you. Your room should be closed. If you are having one room only, you don't have many different rooms, you are not financially sound, then others are also sitting, then maybe with a laptop or something, use ear free so that outside sound is not coming. And try to be, when everybody is sitting here, try to move there so that you cannot focus on others what they are doing. When I am saying 2.5 hours study, it's a focused study. Your mobile phone should be switched off, or maybe it should be in reverse mode, silent mode, so that you don't get disturbed with the mobile phone. 2.5 hours, very serious, very interesting, very focused study. When you are taking the class and I am asking something, you should be very fast to answer. Maybe wrong or right. Your commitment in the class and your self-study commitment should be consistent and should be very focused. That type of study I am asking. Normally, according to me, that type of self-study is possible when you are not getting disturbed by anybody. That means morning 5 o'clock, evening 10 o'clock, that time. Because no message will come, others are also sleeping, you will study at that time. So that if you study 2.5 hours, it is equal to 5-6 hours study. Because if you are studying 5 hours and everything else you are doing, that's not study. Out of 5 hours, it's 0. No study done. Whenever you will study, other than the classes, It should be focused 2.5 hour study. And if you are not interested in this study, you are already in the wrong direction. You are already in the wrong line. Leave ACCA, leave CIMA, leave FMAA, do something else. If you have already joined the classes, it's okay. But if you have not yet joined, you are trying this class, आपके मन में पढ़ने का नहीं है, आप अभी से सोच लीजिए मेरे को कुछ नहीं करना. अगर आपके घर वाले, if your parents are not understanding, tell them to call me. I will explain them for you. And I will explain them very logically that why you should not force your son or daughter or anybody to do any professional course because they are not eligible. They cannot study. So let them do whatever they are interested in. Let them make their future in an area where they like. The first thing I will say to all of you, because I am a very bad teacher. Whenever you will not study, I will scold you like anything. I will not leave you, let you to sit in the class. Not allowed, sir. हमको चाहिए हम जिस तरह से मेहनत करते हैं, जी जान लगाते हैं, आप भी उसी तरह से मेहनत करें. तो स्टूडेंट बोलेगा सर 2.5 hour इज इनफ. इट्स इफ यू आर average brain or below average brain, 2.5 hour. If you are average or above average brain, 2 hour. For that reason, I am saying 2.5 hour focused study. If you are ready, I will make you ACCA, I will make you CIMA, I will make you FMAA qualified. If I will not make you, I will refund you the fees. But then this 2.5 hour regular study should be done by you. Maybe you are not understanding something. That's my lookout. I will refund you the entire fees even after full teaching if you don't pass. Whether you are CIMA student, whether you are ACCA student, whether you are FMAA student, any student. Whatever I am teaching, I am not teaching only one part. In CA, you are taking maths from some teacher, you are studying accounts from another teacher, economics from here, everything I will be teaching. Full control of mine. So if you involve in the class, regularly attend the classes, be eager in the class to answer wrong, right, whatever, very energetic in the class, do the assignments, regular study of 2.5 hours. You can't fail in this exam. Even in CA foundation also, student will not fail. Don't think that it is very difficult. CA foundation और ACCA एक ही है, सीमा एक ही है, आपको ऐसा ही लगता है. When you study, then you will realize this, then you will understand this. वो दुनिया में लोग क्या सोचते हैं? Forget. Let them think whatever they think. They don't know what is actually the pain of studying and passing the exam for any professional course. Don't think about percentage and all that. This is my first thing to all of you. You need to be very serious in your approach for study. When you study, it should be a focused study. Regular study of 2.5 hours is must. Attending the live classes is must. आप बोलेंगे मैं बाहर जा रहा हूं. ये भाई ऑनलाइन क्लास है, बाहर जा रहे हो तो भी तो बाहर जाके क्लास कर सकते हो. आपको थोड़ी ना कोई ट्यूशन सेंटर में आना है. सो आप ये सब दुहाई मत दो कि मैं यहां जा रहा हूं वहां जा रहा हूं. वेयर देयर इज अ विल, देयर विल बी अ वे. इफ यू वांट टू डू द क्लास, यू विल डेफिनेटली अटेंड द क्लास. आपको नहीं करना है, आप नहीं करोगे, उसका कोई सॉल्यूशन नहीं. When the classes are done, I will be taking 2.5 hours approximately a class, not 3 hours. Because kids are there, they don't have the habit to sit so much. So 2.5 hours approx. When the class is over, the recordings will be there automatically with you. Where? In the software, not in YouTube. This first class I will upload on YouTube. That's okay for general public. But after this, the classes will be there in the software. Those who are already registered with us, they have already got the software. In the software, the class will be uploaded once the class is over. So you will be able to see the recordings as per your convenience anytime in one big machine, laptop, computer, and one small machine, mobile phone. 2 machines we allow for one student. If you find any problem in doing the recordings of the classes, no message to Prakash Saraf, nothing. You just need to mail where, from where you have get the live class link. One mail only, classes@saraf.academy. At that mail, for any technical problem you will mail, my team will handle. They will handle for the software, for the IT, every issue. My job is to teach you. My job is to solve your query relating to syllabus. So if you have any problem relating to the syllabus content you are not understanding, you will message me even 2 o'clock in the night, no problem. If I am awake, I will reply you at that moment only. You will disturb me only for study purpose. You have the right to connect with me only for study purpose. Maybe the syllabus content may be outside the syllabus. I am okay. No problem. Something if I know, I can help you. But only for the study purpose, I should be receiving message from your side. For any technical problem, software, this, that, notes, just mail, my team will help you. But whatever your technical issues are there, I am already in the class, will be telling all the things to all of you. So you don't need to ask them anything. I am there for 100% of your solution. Just you need to follow me. For a technical problem, mail will be given, no message to anybody, no office number message, just mail. So that I am also in the loop. I can see mail that you have done at that moment only. So if my team is not replying, I am responsible. Let's see whether they will. But if you mail now, they have already left the office. So they will be replying you tomorrow morning at around 10:30. Office time is 10 to 7. So if you mail between that time, they will reply you at that moment. But if you mail later, then wait for the next day. Sunday office closed. So if you mail on Saturday, you need to wait for Monday. If any technical problem arises, notes, classes, software, anything, they will help you. You just need to mail, they will handle. Third thing, ACCA exams are computer based. CIMA exams are computer based. And FMAA exams are computer based. All three are computer. Not now, since years. That means when you will be in the exam hall, the screen will open like this. On the screen, the question paper will open. You need to read the question on the screen only. You can't take printout. And you need to write your answer on the screen only. If it is numerical calculations, they will give you Excel. In the Excel column row, you will write the figures. If there is a theory, they will give you Word file. You will type in the Word file. If it is a multiple choice question, you don't need to show any working. In multiple choice question, for one question, there are 4 answers. You need to select the one. That does not require any working. But if multiple choice, they will give you in the exam hall a separate sketch pen and the slate, or maybe pen and paper to do working. But those working, you cannot submit to the examiner. In the exam, in the multiple choice, you just need to select the correct answer. If it is right, you will get marks. If it is wrong, you will get 0. No part marking in the multiple choice. ACCA exams are pure multiple choice. All questions multiple choice. No write-up, no theory, nothing. I'm not saying theoretical multiple choice is not there. They are there. But all are MCQ questions. We say OTQ, not MCQ. OTQ means filling the blanks. Suppose you write 20,000. The figure is not written blank, you need to type 20,000. So it's objective type question in ACCA. In FMAA, it's MCQ, not objective type. All are multiple choice. One question, 4 answer, you need to select the correct. In CIMA, the entire question paper is essay type, no multiple choice. In CIMA, the entire question paper will be of typing the theory, typing the understanding. No calculation involved in CIMA exam. Only theory part you need to explain. In CIMA, the exam is subjective, essay type. So marks will be not 0 or this. Based on what you have written, the marks will be allotted. What is your presentation? Based on that, the marks will be allotted. For that reason, for CIMA, I need to take separate classes, which I will be starting from around 28th of December for February exam. But there will not be extra classes for ACCA and FMAA. For FMAA, approximately 1 class or 1.5 class extra, all are together. Some of the syllabus content are there, which are there in the ACCA, but not there in FMAA. Some of the syllabus content are there, which are there in CIMA, but not there in ACCA. Those portions are very less, very minimalistic. Whenever it will come, I will be telling in the class. I have written the syllabus content also in my notes. So I will be reminding you कि भैया ये आपके syllabus में नहीं है. For CIMA, when I will be taking separate classes, I will not be calling ACCA FMAA student in that class. They are not doing that course. Why to create pressure in their brain? When I will be taking something teaching in the class and I found that it is not there in the FMAA syllabus, I will be telling in the class, this is relevant for ACCA, but this is not relevant for FMAA. I will be reminding. So don't worry, 90% plus portion is common. For CIMA, since paper pattern is different, so I need to take many separate classes for CIMA. And for wherever the something is not there in the syllabus content, I will be telling in the class that ये इसके syllabus में नहीं है. We don't need to study that for this syllabus. That portion which is not there in one of the syllabus or something is very, very less. Most of the things are common. For solving questions, for exam practice, we are going to use in the classes ACCA exam kit. ACCA exam kit is more relevant for ACCA student because it is ACCA exam kit. But those questions are there in the FMA hawk material also. Maybe figures are different. So FMAA student can also solve those questions. There is no problem. FMAA student can solve extra questions from their own book. Not required, but if you want to solve, you can solve. CIMA students will be taking extra classes from 20th December for February exam that I will be teaching them separately. But they should also, when they are attending these classes, they should solve those questions which we are solving from the ACC exam kit. ACC exam kit has questions on different topics, multiple choice, OTQ. The CIMA student need to have some basic understanding of that because they will be able to perform in the case study exam better. So they should be solving some, maybe CIMA student may not solve all the questions. Suppose in a topic, in exam kit there are 25 questions. CIMA student can solve only 5 of them. Chalega. ACCA need to solve all. FMAA need to solve all because their exam is that basis only. CIMA student just need to know the concept. Their exam is not multiple choice or OTQ based. But for the concept, if they attend these classes, it will be helpful. For CIMA student, I always say that if they don't attend these classes, still they will pass. I will make them pass. If they will attend only the case study oriented classes, chalega. But if they attend these classes, they will be able to score more marks. They will be feeling much better because they know the basics. In the case study, I will be dealing with the basics, but not that much detail, the way I will be doing these classes. So for that reason, I always suggest CIMA students should attend these classes separately. I always say that and I will say that only. But don't take tension if you are not attending, you cannot pass. I will make you pass, just you will attend the case study classes also. Then comes the syllabus content. This is I have written, you can say FMAA syllabus. There are in FMAA syllabus A, B, C, D, E. 5 parts are there. Those 5 parts, some are accounting, some are management accounting, some are ethics, some are IT. Okay? This ethics and IT portion is very less in ACCA. It is there in ACCA curriculum, but later on. But in FMAA, this is there. So when I will be taking separate class, I will be teaching that to FMAA student, will not be calling ACCA student. But up till here, it's the common area. For ACCA and CIMA, they have extra, there is in accounting, group accounting. When I will be teaching that, I will be asking FMAA student not to attend that. If they want to attend for knowledge purpose, they can. But that is not in their syllabus. For CIMA, there are some extra topics which is not there for ACCA and FMAA. These are I have written. I will not be taking any extra class for this. When I will be taking case study classes for CIMA, at that time I will deal with them. Maybe sometimes I deal in normal classes. I ask the ACCA and FMAA student, that is not in their syllabus curriculum. But these I am not teaching now. I will be teaching later when we will be doing so many classes. Then I will be teaching, at that time I will remind. But just that as a beginning, what is there different in the syllabus? For that reason, all the red flags are the different syllabus content. So when I will be teaching a particular student, I will be asking others not to come. When I am teaching this, I will be asking FMAA student not to come. मैं याद रखूंगा, आपको टेंशन नहीं लेना है, ये जस्ट आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग व्हाट इज द सिलेबस कंटेंट. If you go slightly more detail, ACCA, Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, has 3 levels, total 13 exams. It's like CA in India. The CIMA has 3 exams: operational level, operational case study; management level, management case study; and strategic level, strategic case study. So here 13 exams, here 3 exams. FMAA, only one single exam. Only one exam. FMAA is foundation for CMA. CMA US and then CSCA. The IMA Institute is offering 3 courses: FMAA Foundation, CMA higher level, and CSCA further higher level. I am teaching all the 3: FMAA, CMA US, and CSCA. CSCA results came yesterday. Students passed. Some failed also, but student passed. So, those who are doing FMAA, they will study this. Later on, they will be focusing on CMA, and then later on, they can focus on CSCA. CIMA students will just complete CIMA. They don't need to go for other areas because they are already studying different levels. ACCA also, all 13 exams, they don't need to study anything else. You will say that this is very easy. Sir, this is only foundation level. Even in ACCA and CIMA, these classes are foundation level only. For that reason, I said, I am not assuming anything you know. I am starting from zero. For ACCA and CIMA, we are studying foundation level things. For ACCA, exemptions are there. If somebody is doing BCom from a good university, the things which we are going to study in our classes, knowledge level, that you don't need to give exams, they are exempt. For CIMA, already they are giving exemptions. They are asking only 3 exams. For FMAA, only 1 exam. There is no question of any exemptions. If the student is going through the exemption route, in ACCA, it will be taking 2 years to complete. The total cost, if you take classes from Saraf Academy, my training classes fees, institute charges, exam fees and all that will be coming 3 to 3.2 lakh. Not in one go, in 2 years. The earnings generally ACCA person is earning, fresh qualified, in India 8 to 10 lakh. Outside India they will get better. 8 to 10 lakh, that means you are investing this and within 3 to 4 months you will get your investment back. And then this is your starting. Later on, the way you will work, you will be able to earn more. For CIMA, it will be taking 1.5 years to complete 3 exams. Many students are completing in 1 year also. The cost is 2.3 lakh. You can see 2.35 because slightly the pound value has increased, including my classes and the institute charges. The earnings are in a big range, 5 to 10 lakh. That means maybe like ACCA, they will get 10, maybe slightly less, but they will get as a fresh this package. This FMAA, you can say 4 to 5 months course, and you can give exam in May, and the cost is around 55-60,000. It is not in lakhs, including institute charges. And if you are taking classes from me, my training, different classes at different training cost. But this includes institute charges, all the 3 things. And you can say that if you are a fresher going for a job, I will say that the remuneration we can command around 2 to 4 lakh. Average remuneration. 2 to 4 lakh average remuneration. You will say, sir, this is not a full course now. This is just you are completing the foundation. Once you complete the foundation, go higher level. In CIMA and ACCA, you are completing all the levels. It's not that in CIMA, ACCA, you are completing in 4 months. You understand? Here also, after this, if you do CMA US and you complete that in 1 year, then the package will here also will be 5 to 10 lakh. So it is a foundation for that reason. And all courses are very detailed, very practical, very knowledge process. Because if you have knowledge, skills, you will be getting opportunities. If you don't have skills, you will not get any opportunity. There is no lottery that you do the course tomorrow, you will get a job. Maybe 10 days, 15 days, 1 month, 2 months. gestation period, you are being offered something, but you are not liking, you don't want to join, it will happen. In any course, it will happen. Even in Indian CA also. These all courses are world-renowned courses. This is by ACCA Institute. This is by Chartered Institute of Management Accounting. And this is by IMA. All are renowned institute, more than 100 years. And all these courses are, students are doing from 180 countries. It's not that I am teaching, I am the only person. Whole world is doing. So these are renowned courses. They are not easier than CA. They require a focused study and they will give you opportunities in life when you complete these courses. Now, all the exams are computer based. ACCA exams earlier, that is up till October end, the exams can be given by sitting in home. But now the ACCA exams are only from exam center. They have already stopped. Nobody can give ACCA exam now sitting in home. They need to go in exam center. When you go on ACCA website, there is a separate video I have already made. I will share the link here. You can see that video and you can book your exam like that. If you find any problem, you will mail to us along with the mail to the ACCA Institute. Once you are a registered ACCA student, ACCA Institute will help you, we will guide you. For CIMA, presently the exams are there from home also, from exam center also. Both the options are there. Maybe CIMA will also stop, but still I have not got any confirmation from the institute. They are stopping. So most of the CIMA students are giving exam from home. From home matlab, suppose this is my home and when I will be giving exam, the room should be closed. I cannot go out. Nobody can come in. And there will be a camera on my computer laptop. Somebody will be invigilating for 3 hours fully. I cannot get up from here. And the screen cannot be minimized. On the same screen, I need to give exam. So it's not that you can do any cheating, but students can give exam for CIMA sitting in home. It is also on computer, in the exam center also in the computer. FMAA exam in exam center only, not from home. You need to go in the exam center, pre-matric centers, and there the exams will happen all over the world. Pre-matric centers are there in Kolkata, everywhere. You will book your exams on the institute website in the pre-matric centers and you will go there and give the exam. But all exams are computer based. ACCA and FMAA exams are 2 hours, but CIMA exam is 3 hours. ACCA 2-hour exam, FMAA 2-hour exam, and CIMA exam is 3 hours. In ACCA, pass marks is 50 out of 100. In FMAA, pass marks is, I am forgetting, it's 200 marks paper, they say that, and it is 150 around. Less than 150, I think 140. So in FMAA, the pass percentage is higher to score more marks to pass. In CIMA, it is 150 में से 80 by 150, around 53%. For ACCA, the pass percentage, money scoring required 50% to pass. For FMAA, it is 72% score, and for CIMA, it is 53% score. You will say FMAA, why the pass criteria is high? Because it's multiple choice. And if you do 𝐤𝐻-𝐷, you can score 30-40% marks like anything. So they need to differentiate between good and bad. For that reason, in multiple choice, always the percentage score is higher to pass the exam, normally. But it's not a question of difficulty or anything. Everything we need to study properly to pass the exam. Relating to CIMA, the exam structure and other things, I will be saying in the separate classes. Or you can go on my YouTube channel, Prakash Saraf official YouTube channel. And in that YouTube channel, you can go in playlist. In the playlist, you will be going in CIMA, OCS, and you can find any session first video. I have said all the things. Even in this batch also, when I will be starting the class in December around 20th, I will be saying the same thing. Okay? So don't worry. But further discussion about each individual course, we can do separately. And on my YouTube channel, for every course, there are detailed videos there. When you have connected with me, I have given you the first communication with me is that video only. And I asked to all of you, please go through with this, then connect with me, save my number, all these things I said to all of you. Thoda mehnat. Because if you say that I have not seen that video, not properly, why? That means the first thing, consistency, hard work is not there in you. If you don't do the hard work, not a consistent person, it will be difficult for you to pass these exams. For CIMA, just one thing which is important. If you want to give exam in February, you should be, then your registration with the institute should be done within this month. I will advise maybe first week of December, because in CIMA you will be getting some assignments from the institute. Those are not exam, but you need to complete the assignments, then you are eligible to give the exam. Assignment completion is not an exam, it's just a formality, multiple choice question. And suppose ABCD is there, you selected B, it is wrong. Software will say it is wrong, you solve it again. In place of B, you select C, or kya hoega, nothing else. But there is a time frame to submit those assignments. I don't remember, it is around most probably end of December. So if you register late, if you don't complete assignment, you cannot give exam for CIMA. So I advised every student in my classes, again I am advising, you should register with the CIMA ASAP, as soon as possible. Don't wait for November end or December beginning. Whenever the funds are arranged, register with the institute so that you can solve the assignments and you will be eligible for the exam in February. Otherwise, if you prepare, then also you cannot give the exam because your assignments are not complete. For ACCA, FMAA, nothing like that. For CIMA, the registration should be done in time. For ACCA, FMAA, you should register. If you are not registered, we will help you in the registration. ACCA registration we will do. FMAA, we will guide you to register. When you register, your focus increases and you are able to prepare better for the exams. When you don't register, the problems, the motivation doesn't come. So it is always advisable, whatever course you are doing, register with the institute ASAP. That's always advisable. So many students are asking, kab cover? As soon as possible. ACCA bhi sab koi. For ACCA, once you register with us, we will register you with the institute ASAP. For CIMA, when you tell us that you are ready, we will help you to register with the CIMA institute. For FMAA, we will help you. But everybody should register with the respective institute ASAP. Whatever you have registered with Saraf, that is for the training classes. You need to register with the institute also to appear for the exams. And that should be done ASAP by every student. Before starting the syllabus content, the last thing. Why we are studying? ACCA, CIMA, FMAA, why we are studying? Not for giving the exam and passing the exam. That is not the purpose. To manage any business. These things is going to teach you operational level management, day-to-day working, day-to-day management. The syllabus content of ACCA knowledge level, CIMA operational level, and FMAA is operational level syllabus. Operational level means on day-to-day life, whatever the organization is doing, you should be able to understand how to manage them. You will say, what? Suppose I will say that a new batch is starting. This is the new batch only. And my team members need to communicate to all of you. Those who are new need to inquire them, need to explain them. Those who are already registered need to give them the class link, need to ask them to register to join the classes. Need to, whatever the money paid by the student need to be recorded. This is a day-to-day issue, operational issues. The syllabus content is going to teach you this, how you will be able to manage operational issues in an organization. That's the purpose of the syllabus of knowledge level or CIMA operational level or FMAA foundation level. Just for the sake of understanding, I have written these notes. I will be mailing you after the class. They are named as ACCA-MA, FA, CIMA, P1, F1, FMAA, March 2026 class notes. When first class is over, I will be mailing you and I will be writing in the mail up till first class. When the second class I will do on Saturday, then I will be mailing you. I will be writing till second class. That means first class is already. The same file I will be using in the entire batch. Same file. Just that it will go on increasing every class. go on writing something, some notes I have given, something I will write in the class and all that. Always you will be getting these notes after the class, named as class notes till first, till second, till third, till fourth, like that. So these notes I will be mailing you after the class. Don't need to type anything. When you are in the class, sit properly. Have a calculator with you, because something we will discuss in the class where calculation are required. And I am expecting that you will be doing the calculation in the calculator. No pen, paper, nothing. Just with the calculator, you sit with a brain, with a focused mind, and we will discuss everything. Okay. So just for the sake of understanding the operational issue, this is an example given that we want to start a business. The business is global cafe chain, Starbucks. The big plan, but not Starbucks. Maybe for the time being, a cafe chain we want to start, but we are starting just a one branch. Whether we should start, how we will manage, that we are going to study in the entire curriculum. How? The syllabus content for ACCA, the syllabus content for CIMA, the syllabus content for FMAA, whatever the syllabus is there, what they are saying. For ACCA, whether you should start this business, what will be your investment, what will be your profit, what will be your cash flow, is they adequate for the investment you are doing? For that purpose, you are going to study different portions. In ACCA, there are 3 subjects: BT Business Technology, FA Financial Accounting, MA Management Accounting. BT Business Technology, you can say that, we can say, as I have written, how the business will be structured. Means what? For starting a cafe business, whether we should make a company, whether it should be a partnership, whether it should be a proprietorship, what is the advantage, disadvantage of different structure, how many staff we will hire, whether it will be a centralized organization, whether it will be a decentralized, that we will study in BT, Business Technology. Financial accounting, when you do the business for 6 months, 1 year, you need to prepare the PL account, balance sheet, you need to analyze the financials, how we are going. That is financial accounting. When we are starting a new cafe, how much cups of cafe we need to sell to achieve break even, what should be the price of the product, what should be the margin, that all the things you will understand in management accounting. So to start a business, the structure of the business, the financial data, and the management accounting data, you need to deal on regular basis, day-to-day basis. With the knowledge level syllabus, we are going to understand this. Our purpose is not just to give the exam, pass the exam. Our purpose is to understand these things in a business angle. I will always be in my classes continuously giving practical examples which can be correlated with very simple way, which does not require any knowledge from anywhere. Just practical examples. Our class, most of the times, in any class, they are based on purely examples. This is just an example we are discussing. If you join in the class late, it is not advisable. Even though I am not stopping you that you cannot join late. But if you join late, you cannot understand. Because if you have left the money late, you were not there in the class for last 50 minutes. And just you join and you start understanding. It is not I mean to say, Jadoo is happening. PC Sarkar, Jadoo or Chris 3, Chris 2, it's not happening. So if you are not joining in time, it will affect. When 8 o'clock, I was there in the class at 8 o'clock, not early, not late. I will be always there at 8 o'clock. Why I will do late? So if you are not serious, you are not consistent, not hardworking, no point to study. Leave study. Better that we do something which I said in the beginning. You cannot come in the class anytime whenever you like. That should not be happening because you cannot understand. Okay. The CIMA operational level is saying that suppose you started with 1 shop and now you have 10 shops. You have grown your business. Now in different shops, different staffs are there. They are fighting with each other. You need to manage them. You need to manage people. You need to take decisions. You need to manage your operations, supplier, this, that. That is E1 syllabus. In CIMA, there is a subject called E1 enterprise pillar that covers this. The P1, That means you set a target for your organization for a different branch. What will happen in 6 months? Budget. What actually happened? That in a branch, whether it should be closed or new should be started, those things you will cover in P1 and F1 for different cafe. You have raw materials, sugar, coffee, so many things are there. How much quantity should be there? What you should be using, supplier connection, what cash balance you should have. These types of financial management you need to do. That is in operations. So that is called F1 syllabus. The ACCA is focusing on starting the business, you can see, and then managing. The CIMA is operations. When you are running the business, the operational issues you need to manage. And the FMAA is slightly going forward because FMAA is entire course. CIMA, not operational level. Management is strategic, many levels are there. ACCA, many levels are there. So whatever FMAA is covering extra other than this is because FMAA has not any levels. So FMAA is going into ethics. That means suppose for making coffee, if we purchase cheap raw material, we will be able to reduce the cost, increase the margin. But because of cheap raw material, there will be adverse effect on the health of the consumers. Or maybe because of the cheap raw material, the quality will be going down, there will be effect on the sale. What is correct? Is this ethical to purchase subdued raw material and making the product? Not a question of wrong or right. Business should be done with ethics. In business, there are so many data management. We are getting data from different sources. Use those data for the management, for managing the business, for growing the business. That we are going to study in the 3 syllabus content. Not today, in the entire batch. The batch will be running from today till March end. My target is to finish by March 10th or 15th, maybe 10-15 days here and there. Everybody will be giving exam in March. CIMA will be saying, sir, we have the exam in February only. Sir, I said that you don't need to attend these classes also. But whatever time these classes are there, always attend. Not for exam, for your knowledge purpose. Because CIMA students are not studying the technical part. And this is the technical study. So it is better that they attend these classes. Forget that I will be completing till March. You continue these classes till March, even though your exam is there in February, then also. It will help you. Because these are not exactly CIMA student need to study so much detail. So we can say that you are not just learning a topic or syllabus content or giving the exam. You are going to become the future finance leader and you are going to start some business like this. Maybe you are not starting, you are working somewhere and the organization is starting a new business and all that. With regular study, with focused study, you will be able to do this. The purpose is this only. Our class timing will be Thursday 8 p.m. today and Saturday 11 a.m. But for 2 weeks, for coming 2 weeks, it is not Saturday, it is Sunday 10:30 because my another batch is running in which I will be teaching for 2 to 3 weeks, only this month. This month we have this Saturday, next Saturday, maximum one more Saturday. So till that time, I will be having class on Sunday. Then once my Saturday 11 a.m. batch will be finished, I will bring you there. I will not be teaching you on Sunday. If you say that I have college or this, nobody has any college. बट आप बोलेंगे मेरा सैटरडे भी कॉलेज, आपका 24 घंटा कॉलेज है, आपका रात को 8 बजे भी है, मेरे पास कोई सॉल्यूशन नहीं. We cannot change timing. This is the only time I have available, and the classes will be live at this time. For CIMA, extra classes will be there mostly on Sunday. The Sunday which I will be doing for 2-3 weeks in this batch, I will be taking CIMA classes on Sunday so that student can attend those classes live. किसी का ऑफिस है, कॉलेज है, उसका कोई सॉल्यूशन मेरे पास नहीं. यही सॉल्यूशन है. रिकॉर्डिंग्स आर देयर, यू कैन रेफर द रिकॉर्डिंग्स एज पर योर कन्वीनियंस in one single laptop computer and in one mobile phone, one big machine, one small machine. Recordings will be there, you can refer. The course fees, those who have not registered, they already know. I am not discussing that. And we need to finish our syllabus by March so that all will be able to give exam. As I have written, success is not about who is the smart in the class. It is about the most consistent and hard-working student. And we make this journey easy, practicable, achievable, understandable by our consistent and hard work. Not that you have scored this marks, that marks. That's no meaning in at all. Meaning in life is only smart, is consistent, committed, and always hardworking. No excuse or no other alternative possible for these things. तो आपको अगर ज्वाइन नहीं किए, पहले से चंद्रमा सोच लेना है कि मेरे को कोर्स करना है तो मेरे को पढ़ने का है, मेरे को नौटंकी करने यहां नहीं आना है, और कुछ भी है मैं सब बताने के लिए रेडी हूं. सो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग आवर क्लास, दीज आर ऑल जनरल डिस्कशन. If anybody has any query for the time being relating to this general discussion, please ask. Don't think that others are not asking. What sir will think? Forget. Bullshit. I am not concerned with anybody else. I am concerned with myself. So if you have anything to ask with all the general, this was not the starting of the syllabus. This was general discussion. All these general discussion, anything you have, any confusion which I have not said, I forgot, or I said very fast, maybe you have not understood, you can ask. Asaj, Atul, Ayush, Dhruva, Leah, Subham, Vinay, anybody. You can unmute yourself and you can speak out. You don't need to chat, type also. आप केवल अनम्यूट होइए और पूछिए. I just now said this is ACCA batch started. In December, no new batch. In December, I will be taking extra classes for CIMA students. ACCA new batch is this only. So why, Subham, you are asking this? I am not getting. Yes, Atul ji, बोलिए.
सर ऑफिस में आए थे ना आपसे मिलने, तो आप बताए थे दिसंबर एसीसीए न्यू बैच स्टार्टिंग, इसी वजह से मेरे
आप
माइंड
मेरी
में
बात
ये था.
समझते ही नहीं यार, गजनी बनना पड़ेगा. मैं आपको क्या
हाँ.
बोला कि आपको एसीसीए का नॉलेज लेवल पेपर एग्जाम्ट है, स्किल लेवल का
हाँ.
2 पेपर एग्जाम्ट है. ये कौन से
हाँ.
लेवल की क्लास चल रही है? एसीसीए नॉलेज लेवल. तो ये तो आपके लिए एग्जाम्ट है ना.
अच्छा अच्छा सर.
आपको तो
ठीक.
आगे वाला जो बैच दिसंबर में चालू होगा, जिन लोग का एग्जाम अभी है 5 तारीख को, तो मैं 8 तारीख
हाँ.
को बोला था, ये वाला बैच में आपको कभी बुलाएंगे ही नहीं सर.
ओह सॉरी,
आप
ठीक.
दूसरे को कंफ्यूज कर दोगे सर. ठीक है.
हाँ
आप
हाँ
ग्रेजुएट
सर.
हो, मैंने शुरू में बोला.
मेरे को लिंक मिला था इसीलिए हम ज्वाइन कर लिए थे
मैं
सर,
लिंक तो
सॉरी.
हम लोग देते हैं, फर्स्ट क्लास का लिंक सबको यार. कोई बोलता है सर मेरे को लाइव क्लास करना है, समझना है कैसे पढ़ाते हैं, तो देख ले भाई, आ जाए, इसलिए.
अच्छा
लिंक
ठीक
आप
है.
मांगे भी
ओके.
होंगे तो हम दे देते हैं सर, क्यों नहीं देंगे सर.
ओके
अच्छा. यस अतुल जी, टेल मी.
सर, ऐसा कुछ इशू नहीं है, टाइम बहुत अच्छा है आपने बताया. और सर आपने बोला था ना, मैंने पहले ही बैच जब स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, बट अभी तक बैच स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ, पेरेंट्स को भी जवाब देना रहता है ना. बट आज
नहीं नहीं,
बहुत अच्छा
चलेगा.
लगा कि आज.
मैं क्या है कि जैसे अभी जो बोल रहा हूं, मान लीजिए बीच में कोई मेरे से पूछेगा, ज्वाइन कर लेगा, और हम लोग 2 महीना पढ़ लेंगे, तो मैं तो उसको बोलूंगा कि यू शुड बी ज्वाइनिंग दिस बैच ओनली. डू द क्लासेस, बिकॉज अलग अलग एरिया है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है नहीं समझ में आएगा. लेकिन नया बैच तो हम लोग मार्च एंड अप्रैल बिगिनिंग में ही अब चालू करेंगे ना, जो अभी इसको खत्म करेंगे. तो
कोई
अगर
बात
अगर वो
कोई
बोलेगा
बात
भी,
नहीं सर,
तो मैं
बहुत
उसको
अच्छा.
हर बार यही बोलूंगा
बहुत
सर.
अच्छा लगा क्लास ज्वाइन करने.
यस सर. सो वही था कि 10-15 दिन इधर उधर हो गया, होता है सर. अब मैं मार्च बोल रहा हूँ, मे बी न्यू बैच आई विल स्टार्ट अप्रैल मिड. हो सकता है आप लोग का सिलेबस हो भी जाए फिर भी, बिकॉज उस समय सबका एग्जाम्स वगैरह खत्म होता है 11th 12th का. तो वो स्टूडेंट लोग क्या है कि अभी भी मेरी बात हुई
हाँ जी सर.
कि सर हम लोग 12th का एग्जाम दे रहे हैं, उसके बाद ज्वाइन करेंगे. तो हम लोग का एग्जाम मार्च में खत्म होगा, तो हो सकता है मैं थोड़ा लेट कर दूं उसको. होता है ऐसा सर, थोड़ा जानबूझ के.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
बट
कोई
स्टूडेंट को
बात नहीं
बेहतर
सर.
करना पड़ता है, सॉरी. ठीक है. देन एनीबडी एल्स एनीथिंग टू आस्क? किया, एनी क्वेश्चन? लिया, नॉट किया, सॉरी. लिया, डू यू हैव एनीथिंग टू आस्क? ऑल क्लियर सर. But need to focus whatever I will say always, huh? So that you don't need to involve with my team for any query. Because my job is to tell everything 360 degree 100% in the class. कब एग्जाम देना है, कब फॉर्म भरना है, कैसे पढ़ना है, कौन सा मटेरियल से पढ़ना है, हाउ टू स्टडी एवरीथिंग. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, दिस इज नॉट अ लैंग्वेज क्लास, नाइदर इंग्लिश नाइदर हिंदी. आई एम नॉट अ लैंग्वेज टीचर. ना मेरे को हिंदी बढ़िया से आता है, ना इंग्लिश, नथिंग. आई विल बी स्पीकिंग एवरीथिंग इन बोथ द लैंग्वेज, हिंदी इंग्लिश बोथ. So if you understand Hindi better, focus when I will be saying Hindi. If you understand English better, focus when I am saying English. But I want to cater both category of students. So nobody can tell me why you are speaking Hindi. And nobody can tell me why you are speaking English. हमको सबको कैटर करना है, सबको सब कुछ बोलना है. सो आई एम टेलिंग इन बोथ द लैंग्वेज. और वैसे भी इफ वी आर डीलिंग विथ एनी क्वेश्चन एंड आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग एनीथिंग, आई कैनॉट टीच इन हिंदी. हिंदी तो आई कैन गिव सम एग्जाम्पल्स, some practical examples, but teaching will need to be done in English only. So 80% of the discussion in the class in English, but 20% Hindi also, for basic general discussion, for general practical discussion. Otherwise it's not a language class going on. If you don't understand anywhere anything, you are very free to stop me, to unmute yourself, to ask the doubts. I am there to solve your doubts, no problem. Okay, but don't take tension Hindi, English and all that. I don't know any language very well because I am not a language teacher. My focus is accounting, finance, management accounting, auditing, internal control, strategic decision making, leadership, all these things which I know I am teaching. Maybe I am bad in English, grammar, spelling. कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है सर. हम कहाँ बोल रहे हैं? आई एम नॉट सेइंग आई एम एन इंग्लिश मैन, लिटरेचर मैन. आई एम नॉट सेइंग मैं कोई कविता लिख सकता हूँ, जयशंकर प्रसाद हूं. मैं नहीं हूं सर. मेरे को आप वो समझिए, हमारा अपना एक्सपर्टीज अलग है. हम हिंदी इंग्लिश जस्ट एट अ मीडियम वी आर यूजिंग फॉर डिस्कशन इन द क्लास. आई नो 3 लैंग्वेजेस, हिंदी इंग्लिश बंगाली. बंगाली लोकल लैंग्वेज है कोलकाता का, फॉर दैट रीजन. एंड हिंदी इंग्लिश इज अ कॉमन लैंग्वेज विच वी शुड बी नोइंग. एनीबडी इफ नोइंग लेस इंग्लिश, एनीबडी नोइंग लेस हिंदी, कोई बात नहीं है सर. क्लास लैंग्वेज का है ही नहीं. बिलीव मी, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन, यू विल नॉट फाइंड एनी प्रॉब्लम. एनी लैंग्वेज यू नो. ना तो मेरा हिंदी डिफिकल्ट है, ना मेरा इंग्लिश डिफिकल्ट है. बोथ द लैंग्वेज आई विल बी सेइंग वेरी सिंपल सेंटेंसेस, सिंपल इजी थिंग्स डिस्कशन. सो आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होने वाली है, बिलीव मी. होएगी, मैं हूं जिंदा यार, कोई टेंशन नहीं. नाउ वी आर डिस्कसिंग फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल what is financial accounting. Financial accounting for ECCA, for CIMA F1 and for FMAA financial accounting part. अकाउंटिंग की बात कर रहे हैं. व्हाट इज फिनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग, पीएल अकाउंट, बैलेंस शीट, ये सब क्या होता है, व्हाट ऑल दीज थिंग्स. डोंट सी एनीथिंग हियर. सी, अच्छा बेटर, लेट मी स्टॉप शेयरिंग दिस. Why not? I don't know. Maybe there is some problem in your machine because I don't have any right. Just that before starting the class, I have in the system allowed everybody can speak out by unmuting themselves. Now I don't have a control on your machine. So maybe there is some problem with your machine. You switch off and restart your machine. You will be able to do that. No problem for this class. It's okay. Next class, if you find problem, maybe something is clicked. It happens with many students many times. But when they switch on, they restart the machine, they able to talk. No problem. Huh? It is not in my control. I cannot do anything. Because if you are not able to speak, it's your control is in your hand. My control is there if I will not allow anybody to. My control is there. My control is there. If before starting the class, I will not allow you. That I can do. But I never did in my life. I am taking online classes since 2014, 11 years. Never ever did that. A student cannot speak out. Many classes it happens, but I don't have. Now अगर कोई कभी ऑडियो वीडियो कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो, आपके यहाँ, मेरे यहाँ नहीं. Because if it will be happening for everyone in the class, not any one single student. Okay. So what I am saying that let's stop this. Just focus on my saying, my understanding what is financial accounting. Thank you, sir. सबको समझ में आएगा सर. My son, 12 years old, I will ask him to sit here. He will understand. Why he will not understand? I am not speaking Arabic Farsi. So there is nothing that he will not understand anytime. ऑलवेज यू विल अंडरस्टैंड, मेरा गारंटी है सर। अगर नहीं समझ में आएगा पैसे वापस सर। So I am saying that suppose you want to analyze me as a, what do you say, my health. You are not analyzing, just I am giving an example. If we want to analyze a person's health, that means what is the height, what is the weight, then what is the color of the skin, blood pressure, what do you say, diabetes, thyroid, different, because many persons have many types of things, whether any problem in the body or not, पूरा चेकअप करना है। तो आपको when you go in any doctor chamber and if you are new, then first of all they do all these things. They measure your height, they measure your weight, they do some blood pressure checking, pressure checking, they do some checking, आपका और भी कुछ चेकिंग करते हैं और एक रिपोर्ट बनाते हैं। So before when you are presented in place of in front of the doctor, that file is ready कि भैया ये पर्सन जो है इसका ये कहानी है। So when the doctor, you meet with the doctor, then you say your problem. What is the problem which you have and all that. And the doctor analyze your entire money, health checkup, entire system. Then the doctor will suggest you should be taking this medicine, you should be doing this, you should be doing this exercise and all that. Doctor फिर advice करता है. Similar is the case with the financial accounting. When you get a financial statement of an organization, when you get the financial statement of an organization, so in that financial statement, you will find the organization assets, you will find the organization liability, you will find, आयुष जी यहाँ फीस का बात नहीं कर रहे, मैंने सब कुछ आपको दे दिया है। डू यू हैव माई नंबर? हैव यू रिसीव्ड एनी व्हाट्सअप मैसेज फ्रॉम माई साइड पर्सनली? माई नंबर इज 9830176993। दुनिया भर के पास मेरा नंबर है सर। हाँ मिस्टर आयुष गाड़े, have you received any WhatsApp message from my number? This number, check in your mobile. तो सब लिखा हुआ है सर, मेहनत करना होएगा। आप उसको पढ़ोगे नहीं तो कैसे होएगा सर? फिर ये क्लास करके भी कोई फायदा नहीं है। डिटेल दिया गया है, चुपचाप से देखिए। वॉइस मैसेज में ही बोला गया है, नहीं बोला गया एक मैसेज डाल दीजिए, मैं बोल दूंगा। अभी अपने पैसे वगैरह की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं सर, पढ़ते हैं ना अच्छे से प्लीज। We are not discussing the cost and all that. This is a class for teaching purpose, not the class for talking about the syllabus. और शॉर्ट में मैंने बोल दिया है व्हाट इज द कॉस्ट ऑफ द सिलेबस एंड पूरा एसीसी का कॉस्ट क्या है, लेकिन उसका खोद नहीं रहे हैं उसके अंदर जाके, ठीक है? सॉरी भाई, बिकॉज नहीं तो हम लोग यही सब बात करते रहेंगे। वी विल नॉट बी एबल टू स्टडी सर, एंड टुडे इज द स्टडी क्लास। ऑलरेडी 1 आवर उसमें जा चुका है विच वॉज नॉट स्टडी। सो आई वॉज टेलिंग दैट we want to analyze the financials of a company. Why? Suppose I want to purchase some resources from a company. Why I will purchase the resources from that company? Simply, you are going to join classes with me. Why you will join with me? You need to analyze my financials. बोलेगा क्यों? If my financials are not good, it may happen that I will not be able to do the classes. I will not be able to satisfy you. बिकॉज बिजनेस को चलाने के लिए पैसे चाहिए। वेदर आई हैव द सॉफ्टवेयर, कंप्यूटर, लैपटॉप, कैमरा, वेदर आई हैव द रिसोर्सेस टू टीच, वेदर दोज रिसोर्सेस आर नॉट देयर, हाउ आई विल बी एबल टू सेटिस्फाई यू? When we are doing any business with any organization, as a supplier, as a customer, as a financer, as a debt lender, as an investor, whatever, I mean to say supplier means I want to supply some resources to an organization. and the organization will be paying for those supplies after 1 month, 2 months. I want to buy some goods and services from an organization as a customer. So whether as I should buy resources from the organization or not. I want to work in an organization as an employee. Whether the organization will be able to give me the salary when it will be required, I need to analyze. Whether I need to invest in an organization shares so that I will be getting dividend, I will be getting increase in share price. Whether I should invest in which organization. I want to give loan as a banker. I need to give loan to an organization. I need to check whether the organization will be able to pay the interest, whether the organization will be able to pay the principal. I need to analyze all these things now. How? How? For your doctor is analyzing your entire body, health, weight, this, that. Similarly, for doing business with an organization, we need to analyze the organization financials. Without analyzing the financial, we should never do any transaction with the organization. नहीं करना चाहिए. आप बोलेंगे सर हम लोग आपके यहां ज्वाइन किए हैं, वी हैव नॉट आस्क्ड योर फाइनेंशियल्स. सर आपको मेरे को पूछने की जरूरत नहीं है. आप कंपनी लॉ बोर्ड, यू गो ऑन कंपनी लॉ बोर्ड वेबसाइट CLB and you type Saraf Academy and you type I want to know the financials of Saraf. It will be asking 100 to 100 rupees. You pay from your credit card. The all financials of all the years you will be getting there. My profit and loss account, my balance sheet, my everything. If suppose I am doing contract with ACCA, CIMA, Institute contract. Every year we need to renew. They ask us our PL account, balance sheet, our financials. Then only they enter into renew the contract. Otherwise they will not. वो लोग कंपनी लॉ बोर्ड का वेबसाइट पे नहीं जाते हैं, वो डायरेक्टली दे आस्क फ्रॉम अस ओनली. दे कैन ऑल्सो गो टू वेरीफाई because whatever I am sharing with them, maybe it is wrong, maybe it is unethical, maybe it is not correct. They can go on the company law board website and they can check. The financials of a company are public documents. Whenever you are having any business connection with an organization, as a customer, as a supplier, as a financer, as an investor, as an employee, as a director, anybody, man, you have a certain requirements to fulfill. And those requirements you will be able to fulfill by looking at the financials of the company. अगर आप financials को देखोगे नहीं, आपको समझ में नहीं आएगा. Those financials need to be prepared by following certain guidelines, principles, laws. Those laws at global level are called International Financial Reporting Standards, IFRS. International Financial Reporting Standards means what? Everybody in the world, no, even in India, US, UK, everywhere in the world, all the organizations need to follow those guidelines, those international financial reporting standards to prepare their financials. Why everybody need to follow that? Because if everybody will prepare their financials in a different way, everybody, then how we will understand? Everybody is not ACCA CIMA qualified. There are many who are non-qualified, basic knowledge. How they will understand the financials if the financials are not prepared with a particular rules, guidelines and all that? Those guidelines, rules, we need to understand so that we can understand the financials of the company. And while analyzing the financials, we will be able to decide for ourselves, for others. Suppose I am working in ACCA Institute and ACCA Institute is getting the financials from Saraf. So those financials I need to analyze as a ACCA staff. Suppose you are working in a bank and the bank is giving loan to Saraf. Saraf has submitted the financials to banks. You need to analyze those financials, whether Saraf should be given loan or not. Suppose you are working in a mutual fund in an investment company and that investment is doing investment in Reliance, ITC, many companies. When the investment will be done, we need to analyze the financials of the organization before the investment will be done. Suppose You are working in an organization as an employee, and your organization has different contracts with customers, suppliers, this, that. You need to analyze for other party financials so that we can enter into contract. Business cannot work, cannot perform, cannot sustain if we cannot analyze the financials. Analyzing the financials, taking decisions, preparing the financials is a part of financial accounting. Whether you are doing ACCA, whether you are doing CIMA, whether you are doing FMAA, whether you are doing Indian CA, whether you are doing Indian CMA, whether you are doing CPA, any course, you need to study financial accounting. You will be said as an expert in the financial accounting by doing these courses. Expert in financial accounting means you know the rules, guidelines, how they need to be prepared, how they need to be presented, and when they are presented, you are able to analyze good, bad, where the loopholes and all that, so that you can help yourself or you can help others to take right decisions. That is financial accounting. So in the syllabus content of financial accounting, they have covered what are the transactions arises in any organization, how they are accounted for. After the recording of the transactions, a summary is prepared at a period end, say 1 year, which is called a trial balance. And based on that summary, we prepare financials, profit and loss account, balance sheet, cash flow, notes to accounts, statement of changes in equity. Somebody will say that, sir, I am from science background. Sir, I don't know PL account. Where I have said that I have taught PL account, balance sheet, I am not saying. I am just giving a basic base. Why we study financial accounting, what we will study, and what is covered in that, what is the practical significance of that. I am giving that example. I am not teaching anything. अभी मैंने चालू किया. अभी PL balance sheet I will teach you after 10-12 classes. अभी नहीं. I am just saying that the subject financial accounting will be teaching us when a transaction arises in a company, how they are accounted for, what is the journal entry, what is the ledger, how they are accounted for. Then after a period, the summary of those transactions called the trial balance. Based on that summary, we will be able to prepare financial statement. The financial statement will be PL account, balance sheet, cash flow, notes to accounts, statement of changes in equity. Once you know how to prepare, once you know how to analyze, your financial accounting knowledge complete. Now please understand, for all the courses, we are going to study this portion only 20% in the entire syllabus curriculum, because the balance 80% in ACCA skill level, professional level, in CIMA management level, strategic level, in FMAA, CMA and then CSCA. हर कोर्स का और आगे है ना. This is just the foundation level we are studying. So in the foundation level, we will understand how to prepare the financials, but at a very base level, which is, you can say, 20% of the total financial accounting. It will cover PL account, balance sheet, everything, but the transactions which we are going to record, understand, are very base level transactions. Those we are going to understand in all the syllabus curriculum at foundation level. Then comes management accounting, MA. For CIMA, P1. For FMAA also, you can say management accounting. Management accounting means at management level, slightly above operational level or operations head. At management level, we need to decide. Suppose somebody in the class is telling that, sir, I have financial problem and I will not be able to pay the fees in one go. I will be paying half. I will be paying half part today and I will be paying balance half part next month. It is a decision which cannot be taken by my staff. In my organization, I am the manager. So I will be deciding whether this is allowed or not. Management accounting deals with managing everything. If there is in the organization two staff are fighting, if there is in an organization new employees need to hire, their interview, their induction. If there is in an organization, we need to evaluate the performance of different staff, divisions, departments. If we want to find out, we have limited resources. Which resource should be, what product we should produce? Suppose I have limited time. Whether I should teach your batch, I should teach the higher batch, which batch? I don't have time for both the batches. Which batch I should be teaching? Management accounting deals with slightly higher level decisions. There is no particular framework that these decisions will be taken like this. What I mean to say that in financial accounting, there is a framework that the PL account balance sheet will be prepared like this. But in management accounting, कोई formula नहीं है. There is no framework. You need to decide like this only. It's you how you will decide. Every situation is different. Management accounting is not based on any law, any legal guidelines, anything. It's open-ended. The management need to decide the things based on situation. In a business, the management accounting data are not available to the public. आप मेरे को बोलेंगे कि सर आपके यहां पर what is the cost of teaching to one single student? That I am not going to tell you. बोलेगा सर not, I tell you. I will tell you in the class when I will be teaching management accounting. हम क्लास में पूरा बताते हैं, ये एकदम कुछ झूठ नहीं बोलते, सच्ची में क्या बात है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. You will come to know whatever the profit is there, you should be knowing how many students I am teaching, what are the expenditures and all that. Because you may be thinking grass is greener always other side, which is the normal human being's nature. But when I will be telling you all the things truth, then you will understand. So mean to say that normally the management accounting data are internal. There is no formula. There is no guidelines. There is no rules that they need to be prepared like this. It will be yours. You will decide how you will prepare, how much you will prepare, what you need to prepare, how it will help you in the decision making. That's your call. That's nobody can force you. Management accounting we require to manage the business on day-to-day basis regularly, sir. Without management accounting, business cannot flourish. Business cannot grow. कौन सा प्रोजेक्ट करना है, कहाँ पैसे लगाने हैं, कितना फायदा होगा, नहीं होगा, ये फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग में. फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग इज रिकॉर्डिंग द पास्ट, recording whatever has happened. Management accounting recording the future, analyzing the future, forecasting the future, based on that deciding for the future. And for future forecasting there is no formula, there is no fixed guidelines. And then we have the third part in the business, which is called, what do you say, business structure, partnership, company, individual, proprietor, trust. Then different departments, divisions, or it's one full thing, no divisions, department, hierarchy. Then you can say that training to staff, motivation, giving them incentive, management of the organizations, demand, supply, those things are also there. There is no rules, laws for that. But if any changes in the law, regulation by Indian government, by any government, changes in the foreign exchange rate or anything, how it is going to affect our business, because that's economics. That is covered in BT, business technology part. We will be focusing our discussion for the time being on financial accounting, not on management accounting, not on business technology. No, sir. For commerce, the person don't need to be good in maths, just that he should be knowing plus, minus, divide, multiply. He don't need to know trigonometry. He don't need to know integration. Those are, I can say that, required. You will say in the business only, but not at our level. Like you say that you will become a programmer. So you cannot become a programmer. I don't have that knowledge. How I will explain you Python and all that? That's a different field altogether. You cannot become doctor. by studying these classes. I cannot tell you will be giving this medicine to a patient. I don't know this. How I will teach you, sir? So mathematics is a different field, science is a different field, doctor is a different field, IT is a different field. Those fields I am not having any knowledge and I am not discussing also. So maths मेरे को ही नहीं आता, हम आपको कहाँ से पढ़ाएंगे सर? So if you are good in maths, very well, keep it with you. If you are bad in maths, very well, keep it with you. Not required, sir. It is just basic mathematics, plus, minus, divide, multiply, you should be knowing, sir. At least this much. That much maths is there in the entire syllabus. Okay? So prediction is, you can say, involve mathematics and statistics, but that prediction will be done by the software or IT person. That you and me cannot do, sir. They are saying that when the prediction is done, can you interpret that prediction? Because somebody as a software can do the prediction. But based on the prediction, what decision the organization takes, that's your job. Your job is not to predict anything. ठीक है ना? बेसिक एक प्रिडिक्शन होता है, that does not involve any formula. The basic prediction does not involve any formula. कोई formula नहीं है उसके अंदर. वो ऐसे ही मान लीजिए, suppose you will ask me, sir, how many students you are going to teach in 2026? प्रिडिक्शन है. मैं क्या सोचूंगा, इस साल मैंने कितने स्टूडेंट पढ़ाए हैं, whether from last year growth is there, in the next year what are my new plans which I have not exercised earlier, with that plans how many students I can increase, what is the demand in the market, कैसा लोगों का डिमांड है, इंक्वायरी कैसी आ रही है, और मेरा कैसा है, स्टूडेंट लोग जो लोग पढ़ रहे हैं पास हो रहे हैं कि नहीं, कैसा है, गुडविल ब्रांड कैसा है, तो मैं फोरकास्ट कर सकता हूं. आई कैन. मे बी इट इन्वॉल्व स्टैटिस्टिक्स इंटीग्रेशन, हमको वो नहीं आता, हमको नॉर्मल बिजनेस सेंस से फोरकास्ट करना आता है. I know what will be the number of students I will be able to teach in coming year. Not with 100% accuracy, with some knowledge I have of 30 years of teaching. So you cannot say that this requires maths, sir. This is not mathematics. This is business. This is the job of management accountant. आपको मैथ्स नहीं पढ़ना है, स्टैट्स नहीं लगाना है. आपको बिजनेस में जो फोरकास्टिंग होता है वो अपने बिजनेस एंगल से सोचना है. अब उसमें मान लीजिए कि सपोज इन द बुक्स वी आर डूइंग सम फॉर्मूला इन द सेंस रिग्रेशन वगैरह, वो एग्जाम में पूछता नहीं है. व्हाई दैट फॉर्मूला इज गिवन, यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ रिग्रेशन, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ कोएफिशिएंट ऑफ वेरिएशन. तो वैसे मैथ्स है, लेकिन वो कैलकुलेशन में नहीं आता एग्जाम में कि यू नीड टू कैलकुलेट रिग्रेशन आर एंड ऑल दैट, बट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द एप्लीकेशन ऑफ दैट कोरिलेशन इन योर बिजनेस. उसका बिजनेस में एप्लीकेशन क्या है वो समझना है. Because the person who can do the calculation, he don't know the application. He is a mathematician, he is a statistician, but we are the business minded person. So we will be able to understand what the figures are saying. What is the meaning of these figures on our business? वो आपको समझना है सर. So when some maths are there, those maths are not like mathematics calculation. Interpretation of those figures, that is there in management accounting. Then comes, so what I was saying that we are focusing on financial accounting for the time being. FA, financial accounting, CIMA, F1, ACCA, manes FMAA, financial accounting. Financial accounting में even though we will understand preparation of PL account, balance sheet after around 10-12 classes, अभी नहीं सीख रहे हैं, लेकिन एक बार when I will be saying anything in the class in my entire batch of 5 months, तो मेरे को एक बार basically I need to understand the basic standard or basic presentation of financial statement. Financial statement का basic format क्या है मेरे को जानना पड़ेगा. वो format क्या है? Explained by the accounting rules. Accounting rules क्या है? IFRS, International Financial Reporting Standards. इंडिया में चलता है IND AS, but IFRS IND AS is 99% same. Some differences are there in India where we are not going to discuss in entire batch. हम बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, उसके लिए और हायर लेवल चाहिए. अभी आप सोचिए आपके लेवल पे इंडिया में IND AS, ग्लोबल लेवल पे इंटरनेशनल फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्टिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स, और यूएस लेवल पे यूएस गैप, ऑल आर सेम. ऑल आर सेम. We are understanding basics of accounting. So in that basics, first of all, we need to understand फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट प्रेजेंटेशन, फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट का फॉर्मेट थोड़ा सा जानना जरूरी है. फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट फॉर्मेट, this is the format of profit and loss account. I have not written any figures and I am not in a position to explain this very detailed today. It will require a whole lot of study. Then we will be able to prepare profit and loss account. Statement of profit and loss account for the year ended 30th September, 31st December, whatever is the year ending. आप थोड़ा ऐसा कर सकते हैं for a better knowledge. Suppose you go in Google, ठीक है, you say Reliance Industries PL account for March 2025. They are saying for the quarter. चलिए इसी को खोलते हैं, कोई बात नहीं. रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस, ठीक है. There are different websites where the Reliance profit and loss account is uploaded. And financials. Now don't think about different columns, just for the sake of basic understanding. Revenue. In my case, revenue means my tuition fees. For Reliance Industry, they are selling oil, they are in many businesses. Whatever their revenue, less the taxes on the revenue. So becomes net revenue. From the net revenue, the expenditures. The breakup of the expenditure we can see back. I am not going there. Then it is giving you some other income other than the normal income, other income. Total revenue. Then the expenses, material cost. Then there is some opening closing stock, some salary, rent and all that. Then there is employee expenses. Then there is finance cost, other expenses total. For a normal person starting first day, it will be difficult to digest. The purpose is not to digest this. The purpose is that we are not studying just for giving exam. Passing the exam, that's not our purpose. Purpose is that with the knowledge in the classes, we need to be ready to understand this. इस तरह का चीज हमें समझ में आए. That's our purpose in the class. केवल एग्जाम का आंसर देना नहीं है. So I have written here sales revenue. I have not deducted the tax. Suppose you all have paid tuition fees. Suppose somebody has paid tuition fees 1 lakh. Tuition fees for Saraf Academy is a sales revenue. I will be writing 1 lakh? No. Out of 1 lakh, 18%, 18,000 is goods and service tax in India. Out of 1 lakh, 18%, 18,000 is goods and service tax in India. That is not my revenue. I have received from you, I need to pay to government. My revenue is only 82,000. Here in the Reliance financials, they have written 1 lakh, then they are deducting tax 18,000, then they are saying net 82,000. In my case, I have not written that much breakup. I have written it's after deducting taxes, what is the net revenue. From the revenue, the cost. Suppose you have given me tuition fees. To provide the tuition classes, I need to use the software, internet, staff, salary. So many things are there, lights, camera, there, depreciation. All these are cost of goods sold. From the sales revenue tuition fees, I will deduct the expenditures to run the training classes. The internet charges, software charges, staff salary, depreciation of the assets, all these things are cost of goods sold. I am not a manufacturing organization. I am a service organization. Suppose I am talking about Reliance. Reliance sales revenue is the sale of goods. The cost of goods sold is the material cost, labor cost, overhead expenditures, different expenditure which they incur. In my case, there is no material cost. To provide training classes, which is my revenue, what are the expenditures I am incurring? Every business has a different types of expenditures. To generate sales revenue, Whatever the expenditure we are incurring, that is called cost of goods sold. We deduct that, we get the gross profit. Sales minus cost of goods sold is called gross profit. Then from the gross profit, we deduct admin and selling expenditure. What is admin selling? Suppose I am talking about in our class, anybody is working in any organization today? Atul is not working. Asraj, I don't know about you. Ayush Gade, are you working anywhere? Dhruva, are you working anywhere? Indradeep, those both, are you working anywhere? Who is working anywhere? No, sir, I am. ठीक है. Indradeep, you are working. So, Indradeep, can you unmute yourself? Indradeep,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Am I
Yes.
audible?
Ah, sir, you are audible. So, where you are working, don't say the name. What your organization is doing, sir.
Actually, my organization is basically a auditing firm, but my domain is basically consulting.
Okay. So, it is an audit and consulting firm. Okay.
Yeah, it's one
Suppose
of
we
the big
name the
four.
name of your firm XYZ Limited. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
XYZ is the firm where
Mm-hmm.
Indradeep is working in consultancy department. The audit and consultancy is their work. Now, in your organization, I don't know, I'm not asking. Suppose 100 persons are working. Okay? There are 100 staff.
Mm-hmm.
Out of 100 staff,
Mm-hmm.
those who are giving the consultancy or audit work for the clients, suppose they are 80. Suppose.
Mm-hmm.
The balance 20 are not going to clients' offices, not giving any consultancy. They are managing the internal admin work. What is admin work? Suppose there are so many tuition money, fees collected from the client, accounting that in the books of accounts. Suppose filing the income tax return, filing the GST return. There are many administration work. They are not doing work for the clients. They are working inside the organization for admin purpose. The administration cost is not cost of goods sold. The cost of goods sold is those staff, 80 staff who are serving to the clients, their expenditures, their transit, their salary, their whatever materials they are using. That is cost of goods sold. Admin staff is not directly generating sales. They are managing the admin work in the organization. In every organization, one or two staff are for admin purpose. In my organization also, there is one staff and there is one accountant. The accountant and the staff, Vinay, they are the admin staff. They are not for generating sales revenue. They are not for giving service to the client. They are internal service purpose. We say that is administration cost. In every organization, there is an administration cost. In our class, anybody whose mother, father is doing some business? Anybody? In our class, anybody whose mother, father is doing some business? कोई है ऐसा? Not doing job, your mother, father, or any parent is doing business. Anybody in the class? Huh? No, sir. Leave it, no problem. Why I want to say that I want to discuss about a manufacturing organization. Suppose there is anybody in the class who parents are doing furniture making and then selling. तो फर्नीचर सेल रेवेन्यू, फर्नीचर बनाने का लकड़ी का खर्चा, वुडन कॉस्ट, लेबर कॉस्ट एंड ऑल दैट विल बी द कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड. But then to manage the business, there is administration staff also. There will be cost for administration staff separately. No problem, no issue. I am just saying that there are million types of business, and in every business, the sales and cost of goods sold are there. But there are administration expenditure which are not cost of goods sold. And then there is selling. Selling means to sell. You have appointed some staff, like we have 2-3 persons for sale, for communicating to the student about the course, detail, converting them. They are the sales staff. The selling expenditure is not cost of the goods. The selling expenditures are separately deducted. From gross profit, when you deduct this administration and selling, it is called operating profit. That is by doing the operations entire year. What is the operating profit of the organization? By doing the operations for the entire year, what is the operating profit of the organization? साल भर हमने बिजनेस करके ऑपरेशन से क्या कमाया? Suppose in my organization sales revenue 5 crore, cost of goods sold 2 crore, gross profit 3 crore, admin selling 1 crore. So operating profit 3 minus 1 2 crore. By doing operations in the entire year, my profit is 2 crores. Just hypothetically, I am saying. Then comes finance cost. If I have borrowed some money from banks, I need to pay the interest. The interest expenditure is called finance cost. Other income. Suppose I have invested some surplus money in share market and I am getting some dividend. Suppose I have invested surplus money in the bank FD, and I am getting on fixed deposit some interest. This is not my business. This is not my operations. My operation is providing training classes. So if other than operations I am earning anything, that is called other income. From operating profit, I will deduct finance cost, I will add other income. It will be called profit before tax. Before tax, what is my profit? From the profit before tax, I will deduct the taxation expenditure. From the profit before tax, I will deduct taxes and expenditures. Suppose in Saraf Academy, finance cost is 50 lakh. So 2 crore minus 50 lakh. Other income is 10 lakh. 2 crore minus 50 lakh plus 10 lakh, 1 crore 60 lakh. On 1 crore 60 lakh, 30 lakh tax. So 1 crore 60 lakh minus 30 lakh. My income after tax is 1 crore 30 lakh. After paying tax, suppose my net income is 1 crore 30 lakh. What I mean to say that in every business, the headings will remain same. But every business has a different type of business here. In banks and financial institutions, somebody is working in ICICI Bank. What is sale revenue of ICICI Bank? Anybody can say. What is the business of ICICI Bank? What is the sale revenue in the PL account of ICICI Bank? Kya Indradeep? What will be the sale revenue of ICICI Bank?
The amount that they are receiving after giving the loans, the interest that they are getting, that
Interest
might be
on
the,
loan, not loan. Loan is not income.
yeah,
So
interest on loan. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
interest on loan is the income from ICICI Bank or any bank. Other than interest on loan, they are entering into many types of contract for the clients, helping them to arrange funds and all that, and they get the commission, which is their regular job. That is also their sales revenue. But ICICI Bank has also invested in share market and they have got some dividend income. That is other income. That is not their business. Whatever any organization is doing on day-to-day basis is their business. That is their sales revenue. To generate sale revenue, whatever the cost of goods sold, then admin selling, operating income. From operating income, finance cost, interest. If you have borrowed any money, then other income, give you PBT, profit before tax, then tax, give you profit after tax.
So can you kindly explain the selling cost, please?
Selling cost means in my organization, there are 2-3 staff who are for
Mm-hmm.
sale purpose. When you inquired, then they called you. Then they said about the course
Okay.
and all that. And then you joined the course. So they are
Mm.
salesman. So their salary, and if I am giving them any commission, and if I am giving them any computer to work, the depreciation of that computer, all are selling expenditures. So your
Okay.
organization also are attracting other clients so that the
Mm.
client join. So there are some persons in your organization, those who are attracting clients to join your organization, to take the services of your organization. They are the salesman. Their salary, their computer depreciation, everything is called selling overheads.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Understood. Thank you.
Every business is selling something, sir. Sale is the most important activity in any organization. If the sale is
Um,
not happening, nothing will happen, man. Okay. So those
so
who are
like
engaged in the sales activity, relating to them, whatever expenditures is selling expenditures. Whether your organization is consultancy, my organization is service providing training, some organization in manufacturing, doing trading, whatever. सब में सब हेडिंग है, ऑल हेड्स आर देयर, सबका कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड है, एवरीबडी हैज एडमिन, सेलिंग एक्सपेंडिचर, ऑपरेटिंग इनकम, अदर इनकम, फाइनेंस को सबके है सर टैग. इट्स नॉट दैट इन एनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन यू विल नॉट बी फाइंडिंग दीज हेड्स, all everybody in the world. So everybody need to prepare their PL account in this format. Whether you are in India following India's, whether you are following IFRS, whether you are following US GAAP, आप कुछ भी फॉलो करोगे सब जगह सेम कहानी है सर. Same story everywhere in the world. Because if different story, nobody will be able to understand. किसी को समझ में नहीं आएगा. So how we will be able to understand financial? How we will be able to understand the health of the organization? How we will be able to decide whether we should buy product, whether we should sell product, whether we should give loan, whether we should buy shares? कैसे डिसाइड करेंगे? हेल्थ डिसाइड करने के लिए फाइनेंशियल देखना होगा. फाइनेंशियल शुड बी प्रिपेयर्ड बाय फॉलोइंग द सेम गाइडलाइंस. They cannot be prepared by different organization differently. This is just one of the format we are discussing. Financial statement has 5 components, 5 parts. This is only PL account. In the PL account, after that it is written other comprehensive income. What is this? Other comprehensive means, suppose I have this property. This property I purchased 15, 20 years back, say 2 crore. And the value today is 7 crore. So the value has gone up by 5 crore. Whether I have received the 5 crore in my pocket, whether I have received the 5 crore in my pocket, Indradeep, Atul,
No. We have not received.
whether I am going to receive 5 crore in my pocket in future,
Only if you sell the product,
whether
then you
I
will
will
get
sell this
another.
property in future.
No, because it's
Why I
related
will
to your
not sell,
business.
sir?
It is related to your business, I believe. So
No,
you
no.
will use it for your
This
business.
property is my residence. One part is my studio where I teach, and the other part is my entire residence, sir. Sir, if I want to change my residence and office,
Hmm.
then I will sell. But I'm not interested. You are correct, sir. I'm fully satisfied where I'm staying. It's
Yes.
one separate part each for business purpose, separate gate also. And one part is my residence, which has a separate gate. It's all tension free, sir. Why I will change this? But
True.
I need to say that even though suppose I will think that I will change, I'm not selling tomorrow. I don't know, sir. Accounting is saying that if this 2 crore value has become 7 crore, we can record in the book 7 crore. We can increase the value by 5 crore. We can, no compulsion. But if we record that 5 crore as a gain, it is not coming as a part of profit. It is written as other comprehensive income and named as revaluation gain. No compulsion on any business that they need to record this revaluation gain. But any business can record. Somebody will say that why? You understand? Suppose I am going to bank for loan. I want to grow my business. The value of this property is what? 7, not 2. And I am showing to the bank that I have a property of 2 crore. Whether bank will give me loan? No. Bank will give me loan when I will show the true value of the property 7. So for that reason, I can record in my book 7 crore. I can record a gain of 5 crore, but that 5 crore cannot be recorded as a part of profit. It is written as other comprehensive income. There are many other comprehensive income. I am not going into that detail. We cannot discuss that today, or maybe in coming classes also it will take time. But just I am saying that if those types of income are there, which we can say non-realized, sales, tuition fees realized, but value of this property gone up by, there is no realization, and that is not going to be realized also. I'm not going to sell, but I can record that in the books as a revaluation gain named as other comprehensive income. Yes, Indradeep.
Sure. Understood, sir.
So that total is coming total comprehensive income. This is the format of PL account all over the world. In IFRS, in India's Indian accounting, in US GAAP, everywhere, man. Don't think that it is IFRS. Profit and loss account is statement of profit and loss. Each one of the component of the financial statement, the one component PL account format is this. I have not explained anything in this. Just that some item I have given some explanation. But to understand everything, we need to study separate chapter. For sales, there is a chapter revenue. For cost, there is a chapter inventory. There is a chapter material. For finance cost, there is a chapter funding, capital structure. Everything will be based on a separate chapter, man. I have not taught you anything. I am just on basics. When I will be teaching that chapter, then I will say in the first class, I have explained the format. Basic understanding that we are developing. You will be able to prepare this PL account after 10-15 classes when we will discuss in detail all the transactions recording. But why I am dealing this in the beginning? Because I cannot teach you any topic if I cannot top up in your mind some basic understanding of this, which I will be wanting to discuss other topics, this basic understanding. For that reason, it's a part also, and you cannot start studying accounting, financial accounting without knowing the format. जरूरी है sir, format जानना जरूरी है. Financial accounting you want to study, first go with the format. For CIMA case study exam, do we need to know this? No. I will make you pass CIMA without knowing this also. So if Leah, you are thinking, ये तो मेरे को, no concern, Leah. I will make you pass if you think that for the case study it is required, not required. But if somebody, as we said, management accountant, don't know the financial accounting, क्या फायदा है उसका? He cannot become a good management, he or she cannot become a good management accountant. So these classes, not from CIMA exam point of view, but more and more from the knowledge point of view. इसलिए दिया जा रहा है, बोला जा रहा है. The second part of financial statement component is statement of financial position, which we say in common language balance sheet. But the language used by the IFRS is statement of financial position. In my organization, when I am teaching presently, what are the assets you can see? What are the assets I have? Anybody in the class? Other than Indradeep, he has said so many things. Other than Indradeep, Ashaj, Atul, Ayush, Dubra, Dhruba, Leah, Vinay. When I am teaching in Saraf Academy, what are the assets I have? You can see in front of you. क्या क्या assets दिख रहा है आपको?
Sir, your
Microphone.
laptop, sir, your laptop, your microphone, your wheelchair, your property, all are
My
asset.
furniture, my property, all the things.
Everything is, sir.
Yes. यानी कि
Including
बोलने
the
का मतलब क्या
desktop.
हुआ? It's a common sense that every organization. ठीक है. In the common sense, I am saying that every organization have assets to run the business. You need to record those assets into two parts. Non-current assets, property, plant, equipment, computer, laptop, camera, furniture, all these things. And current assets, cash, bank. बोलेगा what is non-current? Non-current assets will be used in the business year after year. The same computer, same laptop, same camera, all the things I am using year after year. But the current assets is for sale purpose. I don't have any inventory. I'm not doing any business of inventory. But Reliance Industry has oil as inventory. They are going to sell it. That will be sold out in 10, 15 in a year. Receivables, I don't have any receivable. There is no due. We take the fees in advance. Then only we allow the student to join the classes. So advance fees only. So there is no risk. But there are many businesses where goods are sold on credit. Money will be received after 1 month, 2 months. Cash and bank balance. All these are changing every day. All these old one is gone, new one arises. But these are year after year remain same. Non-current assets are those assets which are going to be used in the business year after year. Current assets are those assets which are going to be exhausted within the year or jaldi. Their value changes regularly. Their value don't change. You need to classify the assets into two parts for any organization. Current, non-current. And from where these assets we got, from where we got the money, that money is called equity and liabilities. Either the money we got from the owner, like in my company, owner, me and my wife. So me and my wife has given money to the company as share capital. The profit which we have generated in so many years, and any other reserves. Don't go into detail of these other reserves. These are the money given by the owner in the business to buy the assets. These are the owner's money. And the other than owners, those who have given the money to the business. One is long-term loan. We have a long-term loan from ICICI Bank. 15 years. It is going to over in 1 year. That loan is there. The assets are purchased by that loan. And then there is current liability, creditors and all that, which I will pay. Suppose I have purchased any stationery item in my office and I will pay to the supplier after 1 month, 2 months. So those are the current liabilities, short-term liabilities, payable within 1 year. These are all the non-current. Current liability is the outside person, those who have given the money to the company, and the equity is the owner's money. The total will be equal to your total assets. It has to be, because if I have assets in my business, say 10 crore, then my liability and equity will also be 10 crore, because otherwise from where I got the assets. The liability means whatever earnings I have done in Saraf. The earnings is a liability. Why? If in Saraf there is a profit, Saraf Academy, there is a profit of 2 crore. Why it is a liability? In accounting, business and businessman are separate entity concept. Business and businessman are separate. So if I have given money to my business, for the business it is a liability. It is payable to the owner, equity. If the business has earned profit, the profits would be given to the owner, but it is not yet given to the owner. So for the business, it is a liability. It is recorded as equity. The amount payable by the business to the owner of the business is called equity. And the amount payable by the business not to the owners, to the outsiders, is called liability. There are two types of liability: non-current liability, current liability. Non-current, payable beyond 1 year. Current, payable within 1 year. Whatever funding you have taken, which you will pay beyond 1 year, is a non-current liability. And whatever funding you have taken, which you will be paying within 1 year, is called a current liability. The business will have the equity and liabilities equal to their assets. It has to be. This is showing you your capacity. If in your business the maximum portion is owner's funds, the liability are less, your business is very strong. Your business has no any commitments. You don't need to pay to anybody else. All are yours only. But in a business, equity is very less. And non-current, current liability are very high. Maybe the business is earning good, but the business is risky. You have always a commitment to pay to others. The principal back, the interest extra, those problems will arise. I'm not saying we should not be borrowing it to do the business, but when we will borrow, then the risk increases. So by looking at the balance sheet, we find out the assets, we find out their liability and equity, how much assets funded by the equity, how much by liability. Be able to understand the financial strength of the company. From the PL account, how much earnings they are generating. Are they doing a good business? On the basis of assets, how much earning? Suppose I have 10 crore ka assets and my earnings is 1 crore. So it is 10%. On 10 crore, I am earning 1 crore 10%. Is it okay? Is it good? We will be able to analyze the financials of the company. When we will analyze, we will be able to decide whether we should supply goods, whether we should give loan, whether we should invest in the company. Without looking that, how you will decide, man? And any business, if the financials we are not able to analyze, we can't take any decision. कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे. हम लोग को यहाँ फिनेंशियल्स बनाना सीखना है. फिनेंशियल बना हुआ को एनालाइज करना है. We need to understand how to prepare the financials. We need to understand how to analyze the financials. For that, we need to study all the things. हम तो अभी बात कर रहे हैं कि what are the financial statement parts. Then the third part of financial statement is statement of changes in equity. Statement of changes in equity. What is that? In the balance sheet, we are recording equity, share capital, retained earning, other reserves, all these figures. How these figures you got? You need to show in a separate statement called statement of changes in equity. This is prepared by every organization like Saraf Academy also. We are making columns, share capital, retained earning, reserves, maybe other reserves also. They are opening balance. At the beginning of the year, what was the balance? During the year, maybe there is further share issue. During the year, we have generated income. The PL account has given you, the profit and loss account has given you this income, not other comprehensive, this income, which is realized. This income which is realized, you will add here in the retained earning. This is old one, opening balance. This is during the year. Out of these earnings, you have paid dividend to shareholders. Those who are the owners of the company, some money distributed to them as dividend balance. Again, next year, this will become opening balance. Again, next year, there will be profit. This will carry on. Other reserves I am not discussing for the time being. We will not understand. But I mean to say that for equity portion, you need to prepare a separate statement for breakup. Why? Because all the window dressing, what is window dressing? From the window, if somebody will see from the window, do they able to analyze my entire strength? No. If they will come inside the house, then only. So organization when do dubious accounting, you will say, is they are allowed? Accounts is not science. For any transaction, there are 2-3 options. But you will be selecting that option which will make your financials good. So you can see that if you do any dubious accounting, window dressing, ultimately it will increase or decrease your retained earning and reserves. So when we read here those items, we will understand what is the window dressing done. Earlier, in my time when I did CA and all that, in 1996, 97, 98, those times, this was not required to be prepared. There was no compulsion. I don't know which year this became a compulsion, but this is a compulsory for 15, 20 years. Every organization need to show the breakup of shareholders' money, equity money with opening to closing balance, so that everybody will understand whatever the plus minus, where the window dressing done. And while taking decision, they can consider that into picture. If suppose I am buying shares of a company and I found that here in the retained earning, illogical adjustments are there. That is not wrong, but illogical. I may not buy the share. But if it is not known to me, how I will come to know? So the accounting body has made a rule that statement of changes in equity will give you the breakup of all the shareholders' money, equity, all the item opening balance plus minus during the year closing balance, so that we will be able to find out what are the loopholes, what is the window dressing done, and we will be able to decide accordingly whether we should give loan, whether we should invest in shares, anything. All financial statements part are for what purpose? For decision making. As a shareholder, as a financer, as a supplier, as a customer, as a government department, anybody, as an employee, ये सब उन्हीं के लिए बन रहा है. सब कुछ जितना है, all financial statement for that purpose. Any decision in the business is not possible if you don't analyze financials, if you don't understand financials. मान लीजिए इंद्रदीप जी बोल रहे हैं कि हम कंसल्टेंसी फर्म में काम करते हैं, उनको हाई लेवल जॉब तब मिलेगा when he will be able to understand these financials properly. Then he will be going the boss. Maybe presently he is not a boss, he is below the boss, he will become boss. What is the purpose of his study? This is the purpose. But if Indradeep will say, I am not enjoying his study, he cannot grow, he cannot study. आपको मजा आना चाहिए. हमको जैसे पढ़ाने में मजा आ रहा है, आपको पढ़ने में मजा आना चाहिए. शॉर्टकट नहीं चलेगा सर. और मजा 2-2.5 घंटा डेली आना चाहिए, एकदम मन से. Then only you will be able to understand. Otherwise, you are in the wrong path, wrong direction. You can't do anything. In study, do something else. मन से पढ़ना होएगा. Indradeep, this time the classes are beyond office hour. So you will be able to attend the classes live this time.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot for that. I am really grateful to you.
Thank you, sir.
Actually, मैं वो गाड़ी में आते आते आपका क्लास कर रहा था.
हाँ सॉरी, समझ रहा हूँ. अब लेकिन 8 बजे से ज्यादा लेट करेंगे और लेट हो जाएगा सर. सॉरी यार.
नहीं कोई बात नहीं सर, मैं गाड़ी में आते आते क्लास कर लूंगा, प्रॉब्लम
Yes.
नहीं है.
So we will be doing one class, and Saturday morning you will be able to attend 11 a.m.
Yes, सैटरडे संडे छुट्टी रहता है सर.
Hi, Savas. Good. But if it is not holiday, I can't change it, sir. Sorry. ठीक है?
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, मतलब मेरा हॉलीडे है तो
Yeah.
मेरे लिए सुविधा है.
Initial 2 classes we are not doing on Saturday, Sunday because my batch is running. But after 2 weeks it will be Saturday and Thursday. है ना? As I
कोई
said
नहीं सर, मैं मैनेज कर लूंगा.
Yes. So this is the third statement, that is a statement of changes in equity. Then comes notes to accounts. I can't explain anything relating to that. Because when I had opened the Reliance, you will see that there are pages to pages written about notes to accounts, pages to pages. The notes to accounts you cannot understand at this foundation level. Maybe some basic level it's okay. But major notes to accounts you will understand gradually when you go at higher levels. But that is a part of financial statement. And then there is a cash flow statement, not required for everybody. For a big organization, those who are listed in a stock exchange, or those who have a turnover in India, for India, 50 crore and above. Those organizations need to prepare these cash flow statement. I'm not discussing the format of this. It is in the syllabus. But we will discuss later when we do something about study in accounting. Yes, Indrajit.
Sir, I just have one question.
Yes.
Like notes to accounts, does it comes under the principle of faithful representation where each and everything must be given in details with regards to the numbers being put in the balance sheet so that it gives a total information to the users of the financial accounts and so that they can able to take the right decisions, it like if I'm going in the right track.
The question comes first of all, forget about accounting. What do
Hmm.
we mean? What do you mean by faithful presentation, representation? As a
Faith,
dictionary meaning. Simple. Understanding of faithfulness means what?
being true to whatever is being presented,
Now you are
faithful,
talking in accounting sense. I'm not talking in accounting sense, general sense.
no dishonesty basically.
Huh? Can you have
In
a faith on me that I will be teaching you properly?
yes, obviously.
Faith and trust. T for trust, T for Tata. There is a problem going on in Tata company. One mystery again, the brother of the old one, is doing dance and all that. You can say that when we put some faith on anybody. Why? Because that person has always done the correct thing in life. So that we
Hmm.
can have a faith or trust on that person.
Hmm. Hmm.
Similarly, we are saying that if we are writing in the books, PL account, sales, cost, this, balance sheet, assets, liability, how can we say that those figures are correct? They are faithful. We can rely on them. We can have a trust on them. So those figures, how we got those figures, there is some explanation to be written in a theoretical form, which can be said as notes to accounts. So when the
Hmm.
people will read that, they will understand, yes, the figures in the financials are correct. The figures are faithfully presented. We can trust on them. We can rely on them. For that reason, the notes to accounts are required. So what you are saying is 100% correct. That whatever figures we are presenting, if there is no notes to accounts, we cannot rely, we cannot have a faith on the figures which is presented in the financial statements. For that reason, the detailed notes to accounts are presented.
Okay.
But I am not in a position to tell anything relating to this for the time being, because it requires a whole lot of study. Then we have in the syllabus some notes to accounts discussion when we will study non-current assets, balance sheet part, current assets. Whatever I have discussed as a part of the format, all are chapter. Non-current assets, current assets, cash, all are chapter. Once we understand those chapters, some basic understanding about notes to accounts we will develop. But in this entire 5 months, the understanding of notes to accounts will be only maximum 10%. 90% will be in the next level, subsequent levels. Because first of all, you need to clear the base, make the base. Then you can understand notes to accounts. So if you open Reliance notes to accounts, 99%, I will say 99.99% things, you will not understand what they have written. But at least whenever you study anything, you should open Google, Chat GPT, what you are studying, so that your understanding will increase. Nowadays, more than a teacher, they are also the teacher. Google तो पहले से ही था. Chat GPT, AI model we should be using. यूज करना है बेधड़ल्ले से एकदम मजा से. You can't say that they are wrong. Sometimes they are wrong, but we should be using them. You should be doing. And relating to cash flow, the fifth statement, I'm not saying anything. We will discuss that when we will do that chapter. You will see why you are, because these things are not required in my discussion when I will start teaching chapter by chapter. These things I don't require. But the above thing, statement of changes in equity, PL account, balance sheet, I require in my each explanation a basic understanding of the format of these financial statement I need to have. You can say that the financial statements has 5 parts. One is PL account, balance sheet, statement of changes in equity, cash flow statement, notes to accounts. I have given just the basic format of this, not discussed anything about cash flow and notes to accounts. और वो अभी डिस्कस करेंगे भी नहीं, वो बाद में. नोट्स टू अकाउंट्स अलग से है ही नहीं. कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट वी हैव अ चैप्टर, वी विल डिस्कस, नॉट डिस्कसिंग नाउ. But basic format of these you should be knowing whenever you will attend the classes. I will advise, like suppose these are written. This I have copy pasted from the previous batch slides. This is not copy pasted from any. In the previous batch when I was teaching, I have typed these things, but I have taken from there only. Previous batch का slide से मैंने paste किया. आप क्या करेंगे? Class के बाद all these 3 format you will be preparing. Without figures, the way I have written cross. If you prepare once, you are very conversant with this. The topics which we will be discussing later, you will be able to understand very well. Please, it's a request. This is a small homework. I will be taking next class on Sunday morning around 10:30. You will receive the class link. But before that, you go through these formats, prepare these formats in a Word file or Excel file without figures. Just write the items in the order so that whenever we will discuss anything, you are very conversant with the order, which is very essential. Otherwise, why I will be discussing that in the beginning only? For today, we are leaving here. That is my purpose, my objective to teach these portions. We will start from next day, the recording of the transactions. Recording of transactions means journal, ledger and all that. How the transactions arises, what is the accounting equation, journal, ledger. We will finish in the Sunday class. Based on that, you will have huge homework. But presently only just going through this, no other homework. Don't open any other book. Okay? If anybody has anything to say, please ask. Otherwise, we are leaving.
सर ये जो नया नोट्स है, जैसे आपको प्रीवियस नोट्स में ये आप स्टार्टिंग में नहीं था, तो ये लाइक मेरे को मिलेगा क्या मेल पे?
सबको मिलेगा सर, क्यों नहीं मिलेगा?
ओके ओके, ठीक है
क्लास के
थैंक
बाद मैं जितना भी जिन लोग को क्लास लिंक दिया हूं, सबको
यू।
ये
हाँ
सब लोग देंगे अभी. और
हाँ,
हर
लवली।
क्लास के बाद देंगे. आई सेड ना, till first class, till second class, till third class, I will go on giving, sir. Why not?
ओके लवली, थैंक्स अ लॉट सर।
Yeah. Anything else? Anybody has? कुछ पूछना है? लिया? Any question? You take tension so much. For that reason, I am asking you. Okay. Thank you to all of you. Take care. Study hard. Follow my instructions.
थैंक यू
Thank you,
सर,
sir.
गुड नाइट।
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Tada. Bye bye.